everyone, it's Lisa here and welcome back to my channel. So today we are building another bigger house. So this one is quite big. I mean, it's only a 20 by 30 lot. It doesn't look too big right now, but it's gonna be a big, huge rental building apartment complex kind of penthouse thing in the end. So therefore the video is a little bit longer, so just sit back, relax, grab a drink, grab a coffee, a tea or whatever. I have my coffee next to me as well. I hope I'm not gonna forget about the coffee while doing the voiceover, and I hope it's gonna be still warm while I drink it and not cold. But anyways, so just listen to let's gonna hop into this build and you can listen to me ramble about this build for like about an hour or so. So yeah, we are building in Sunnysimsie, and this is the penthouse that is located, I think, in the upper right neighborhood in Sunnysimsie. It's a 20 by 30 lot, and yeah, it's one of those penthouse lots, and it's been a while since I've built a penthouse. Definitely, I think the last one was when Love Struck was released. So in that neighborhood I built one, and I think before that I only built like one penthouse, which was I think like an industrial styled one, which was actually also on this lot here. And yeah, so we got an update, I think like last week it was, where we got like 140 new like fixes for the game and everything. And one thing that was fixed with that is that we are now able to place rental, how do you say that in English? Like you can turn the penthouse lot into a rental residential. So therefore you are able to build a whole apartment complex on the penthouse lot. And that is so cool, and I never really thought about doing that before. Like, I don't know, I saw a Twitter post from Charlie Pancake. If you don't know her, she's an amazing content, like a CC creator, so follow her if you are looking for amazing CC. And I saw a post from her saying that this works now, and I was like, oh my god, I have to build something like this. So I was just like opening the game right away, and I started building. And yeah, so we are first doing the whole exterior, and yeah, first exterior, and then after that I'm gonna show you like each of the different apartments one by one. So yeah, I really tried to make this apartment look like the other like stories like beneath it, you know, so that it kind of makes sense. I just wanted to build like, I don't know, I wanted it to like I don't know, like that it like matches the surrounding area, you know what I mean? So therefore I just try to resemble the different buildings there. I use the same windows, I try to use the same wallpapers and everything. I just included a little bit more landscaping and some greenery and everything. I also gave one of the apartments a pool, so just don't think about like the whole, like, is that functional, like in real life, would that work? Probably not. I mean, there are rooftop pools and everything, but I don't know, like, how does that work? Because that pool, like, probably weighs a lot. So, like, all the water, I don't know, but it's a Sims, it works, so therefore we are just not gonna think about that. So yeah, I'm using a lot of windows that came with the Snowy Escape pack because they're a little bit smaller than the other ones that we got from base game, and you know, those normal simple looking ones, I think we got them from base game, Island Living, and just, I don't know, the windows that all look the same but are from different packs, you know. We got a couple of those, but the ones from Snowy Escape are a tiny little bit smaller, and they match better because I worked with platforms a little bit, and therefore they just looked nicer. So yeah. And I really love this little outdoor area that I created here in the front. It's just like an area where they can all like hang out together and just, I don't know, not all of the apartments have balconies. I mean, most of them actually do. And it was so much fun to decorate balconies because that's something I usually can't really do in The Sims, because when I'm building apartments, I think like 95% of the apartments we have in the game don't really have a balcony. And yeah, the one in... Is that one fixed? I don't know, because I I think with the Eco Lifestyle pack, we got a balcony, like one apartment with a balcony, and you were not able to place anything on the balcony, which is nice. Yay. But I don't know if that's fixed now or not. Probably not. But it was so much fun to decorate all the different balconies and just add like little details here and there. And honestly, there are so many details in the whole build. Like, I don't know, it took me like 20 hours to build the whole house. I did not anticipate this to be like such a big build. Honestly, it was, I was just thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna build a nice little penthouse, and then it ended up looking like this and like this huge building. And yeah, well, so therefore, it took me quite a while. And also, I do have a second channel where I upload all of my builds in an uncut version with just some ambient sounds and like the little noises from the Sims game and everything. It's linked in the description box as well if you're curious to check it out. But this build here will not be uploaded there because, like I said, I had like 20 hours of footage and my computer can't handle like a 20-hour video is just too long. Like my computer is not it needs some updates. So therefore that was just not possible, and therefore there won't be like an whole video, like an uncut video on that channel. But I try to include like all the things in this build here as well, like in this video. I think I did not cut out like any really important steps. I'm not gonna show how I decorate the whole like hallways from the apartment, like from the whole building itself, because I thought that's maybe not that super interesting. There's not too much going on and everything. So yeah, therefore that's not, I'm not gonna show that here. But if you're like curious in general about anything that I did here and you kind of like wanna figure out how I built that and everything, and you can't like see it, then just feel free to ask me in the comments. I will happily explain anything to you. And yeah, so that whole area between the houses, it's not really between, like, you know, that one is finished, and we are working on the rooftop of that one apartment here now. And I decided to place some solar panels on that because honestly, I do not know if that works with the whole rental system, because I've never really played with the rental system because I heard it's super buggy and not really working that much. But I do believe they kind of fixed that as well with the latest update. Yeah, but I don't know if the solar panels actually make a difference with rental units, how that exactly works. I don't know, but well, I just placed them there for decorational purposes. And I also made sure to add a staircase there so that they can actually access the solar panels. And yeah, so, and then we are decorating the top area now. So this is the top floor. And I just thought it might be fun to add a little bar here. So there's a rooftop bar here. And yeah, I try to make it like look super nice and a little bit more fancy, but well, it's also still cute because I used a lot of colors here and there. I did not limit myself with any packs or at all here in the whole build. I just went all out and used basically all the packs. I also used the Party Essential kit, which is a kit that I don't really use in normal builds because it's very specific, I think, but the items are still super cool from that pack. And yeah, I used them here as well. So therefore, like the wallpaper, not the wallpaper, but like the LED lights and the like sparkles on the floor. And yeah, some items are from that pack. Yeah, so I used that, but I also, at one point, I was like, while I was decorating this bar here on top, I was like, maybe this cube, you know, the glowing cube, I don't know the name of it, sadly, from the Luxury Party Stuff pack. That was like, I was like, that kind of fits here perfectly, like from the whole vibe, because I was going with all the LED lights and the neon lights and everything. And I was honestly considering using that stuff pack and using this, the Boom Cube. I think it's called Boom Cube. Boom Cube? Oh my God, talking. I thought that, yeah. I really wanted to include that at one point, but it just didn't work out because you can't resize that cube, sadly. I mean, it's a super, like, that item is one of the most ridiculous items we have in the whole game because it's not like, you can't resize that with the bracket keys on your keyboard. It always stays the same, and it's just, I don't know. If you do own the luxury party pack, stuff pack, you probably know which one I'm talking about. If you don't own that stuff pack, then please do not buy it. It's ridiculous. That stuff pack is like the worst stuff pack we got in the whole game. Don't buy it. I can't recommend it. But well, I mean, it does come with some cute outfits and makeup, I think. But other than that, yeah. Well, anyways, so the bar itself is finished. I decorated that, and now we are working on the whole rooftop area. I placed down one of those picnic blankets we got with the Love Struck pack because I thought this just, it's perfect to like for like stargazing and everything. I mean, it is a big city here. We are in Sunnysimsie, and probably in real life you would not be able to see that many stars here. I do live in a bigger city as well, and when I look up into the sky at nighttime, I can barely see anything because of all the lights, which is quite a shame because I love to do like stargazing, all those things. But I mean, if you have like a blanket here on top and you can just relax there, and I think that's just super cool. Yeah, I also made sure to add some fences around it because I was like, well, maybe you can just like super easily fall down here, and you wouldn't want that. I think that's gonna be like, it's very high. So yeah, therefore I just decided, nope, let's be safe, and yeah, you know. So yeah, there are also gonna be some, or I already did place down some sofas up here, and some like a hangout area, I believe, where your Sims can have some parties maybe. And yeah, so that's about it for the whole exterior. Yeah, if you want to see more details on everything, there's gonna be screenshots at the end of the video as well, and also floor plan pictures and everything. And I'm also planning on doing some reels about the penthouse where I build all the different apartments in total, and yeah, you know, so I don't know, if you want to see that, you can also, I will upload them probably, hopefully next week. And yeah, so we are working on the interior now. And I thought it's gonna be like, I don't know, I had some space left and I was thinking, okay, let's just give them a gym. Because sometimes in those kinds of penthouse or like in apartment complexes, you do have a gym somewhere. So, I mean, it's very rarely, I guess, and it's probably only with like those super fancy apartments, and those apartments here that I built are not all of them are like super fancy. I mean, they are on the top floor, so probably, I mean, usually the apartments on the upper floors are more expensive than the ones on the lower floors, but well, they just, well, I just decorated the apartments whatever, like how I wanted it. There's not really like a super fancy one. They are mostly just cute, I guess. So yeah, and I decided to give them a gym, and I love how this gym turned out. It's so cute. It's like super neon colored, I guess, and I don't know, I'm so happy how the whole color scheme here turned out. I changed my mind like 1,000 times with the whole arranging of the items in that room, because I really wanted to add as many objects as I could. But then there was the door, which was super wide, and everything was just super weird. And yeah, so I changed my mind a couple of times, but I tried my best to cut that, like to do the whole cutting in a way that it made sense. I tried it, but well, probably it did not work out perfectly, but well, that's okay. So I was also super excited that I was able to use this mirror, which came with the Get Famous expansion pack, because it's a super big mirror, but it actually is also like this neon colored, and I thought that's super cool. And I also found those wall decorations. I think they might come with Love Struck or Growing Together or something like that. I'm not too sure. The ones I placed outside in front of the door, so that it looks like, I don't know, like a gym entrance. I'm also gonna place some lockers and everything in the area in front of the gym, just to make it more realistic, because I don't know, maybe the Sims who are like on the first floor downstairs, maybe they just wanna like, I don't know, yeah, place some items in the lockers before they go in. And, you know, I also added this TV, which came with the Party Essentials kit as well. It just has this super fun LED light behind it, and that's quite nice. So, yeah. Here, I'm just decorating the hallway a tiny little bit more. And I think after that, I'm gonna decorate, I'm gonna show you, yeah, I placed down a little, like, garbage room because I don't know. I mean, you have to place some garbage stuff here, and I just thought it's the most, I don't know. I mean, we don't have that here in my apartment. We don't really have a garbage room. We have like all those garbage cans outside the house, like in the backyard. But also, like, I did place down this vent here, which came with for rent, because I was thinking, the air in that room and the smell, it must be horrible. So, well, but I thought it's just a nice little fun addition to the whole apartment. And also, one of the apartments I thought is for a janitor. And I'm not entirely sure if that's the right term, like the right word that I'm using, but I'm gonna go with that for the rest of the video. So I just thought it's like some kind of janitor, like a housekeeper, not housekeeper, but like, I had a, like, I forgot the word that I wanted to say here, but yeah, just somebody who takes care of the whole building, you know. And yeah, one of the apartment is for that sim, and I also gave them a tiny little office here where they could just like do all the paperwork regarding the apartments and do all the, I don't know, the fixes and everything. So I don't know, I was in the mood to decorate a tiny little room like that. So this one is for a janitor who works here at the apartment. And I'm just gonna talk more about them when I'm gonna be like decorating that whole apartment there, because we are not there yet. It's gonna take a while to, no, it's not that long. I think it's the second apartment we're decorating actually, but well, yeah, just adding a couple of more details here and there. I love the way we had all like the letters and also the coffee mug, like the used coffee mug there. I thought that's a nice little detail. And yeah, so let me take a sip of my coffee, and then we're gonna talk about the first apartment that I'm decorating. So this apartment is on the like downstairs floor. I mean, the downstairs floor from the penthouse here. And it is for a young family and a toddler. And it is very colorful and very like fun decorated. And I don't know, I just try to make everything look childish, like not childish, but like a family lives here, like a real, like, I don't know, like a toddler family, you know? So yeah, everything is very colorful. It kind of remembers me a tiny little bit of the apartment I built, like, I don't know, was it last week or the week before? I'm not quite sure, but I did build like a pastel apartment, and this apartment here kind of remembers me a little bit of that one, but just a little bit. So yeah. And I also used this wallpaper that came with the Lost Rock expansion pack, and I thought it's like the perfect fit just to make it more colorful here. And yeah, we are starting off with the kitchen here, and honestly, after building those whole apartments here, I'm done with kitchens. Like, I mean, obviously I'm gonna build more kitchens in the future, but I'm just like, oh my god, building kitchens, that was just like, it took so much time, and I built like 7 different kitchens for the whole build, and it took such a long time, the whole build. I'm just, I think there's gonna be like smaller builds in the future, probably for now, because it took such a long time. But well, I don't want to complain, because I absolutely adore how everything turned out. Also, I haven't talked about that yet, but I do have a new reshade. Like, I fixed the one I had, because I was thinking something is not quite right with that reshade. Something looks super weird. And then I was like, I looked into it on the internet. I was Googling and everything. And well, it turns out I forgot to turn on the edge smoothing. Turn off the edge smoothing, because if you use reshade, you do have to turn off the edge smoothing thing. Because if you do have that turned on, the reshade does not work properly. And well, I do know that actually, like that's something I know, but I just somehow forgot about it. I don't know. Yeah, and after I did that, I was like, oh my god, it looks so much nicer. And then I just started to like play around a little bit with the reshade. I used the one from the Dove reshade from Kindle Spice, but I did adjusted it to my liking quite a lot. So it's not the reshade, like it doesn't look like that reshade anymore that much, I would say. Like a little bit, but I just adjusted it a tiny little bit more to my liking. So just if you're wondering, but I just prefer the way my game looks now. I love how it looks, honestly. It's amazing, but please tell me if you like, I don't know, I mean, you guys also have to like the reshade that I'm using because you are the ones who watch my videos. I mean, I love how it looks, but if you think like, oh my god, that looks horrible, please tell me. So yeah. Anyways, we are decorating the parents' bedroom now, or we are almost finished with that. Here I placed down some guitars and also some trophies because I thought one of the Sims is probably into the music, like in the music career. There's also a piano. I'm gonna place another guitar here in the living room, and yeah, I just thought that one of the Sims, like probably the father is into the music career, and I thought the mother is not really an author, but more like a hobby author, and she likes to write books and everything. And in this apartment, there's another Sim living who is like a full-time author, and I thought those two Sims probably are friends, and they just like love to talk about books all day and everything. And yeah, so we're decorating the living room a little bit more now. I thought those posters on the wall, they are probably like music, like album covers, like music covers, you know, like from those CDs. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about it. I'm adding a little dollhouse here, not little there, not that little. And yeah, here I had one tiny little issue. I forgot to press record while doing the toddler bedroom and also half of the bathroom here. I'm very sorry about that. I hope you do not mind. There are more screenshots at the end of the video, and you can also see the toddler room a tiny little bit here and there. Yeah, it is for one toddler and it's quite pink, but I love how it turned out. It's super fun and colorful, and we are working on the balcony now. And I'm obsessed with that balcony. Like in general, I love all the balconies that I decorated. They look so amazing. And I thought it's maybe a fun idea to just give them a little sandpit here because there's a toddler living here, and I tried to include as many toddler-related items as I could. And I also gave them this slide here. I think that one came with growing together, probably, I think. And also the way it's placed now, it's not functional. I had like a play testing this build, honestly. It was such a mess. Because you can't, like, I tried to playtest everything as a normal lot, and if you have like multiple fridges placed on a lot, your Sims can't use them because there are too many fridges then, and I did not know that. So that was quite an issue, but I had to invite a toddler, or like I added a toddler to my family, and then they had to try out the slide, and yeah. I just had to adjust some things in the end to make it functional, but you can download this whole build from the gallery. It is fully functional. I playtested every single bit of it, and my gallery ID is Sunnysimsie YT if you are curious about that. I also do upload tray files to all of my builds on my Patreon account, and there's gonna be a link to both things in the description box. So just a little, I don't know, talking about that in between. Also, if you're like watching this and if you are enjoying the video, I would appreciate a thumbs up very much. That would help me out so much. And also, if you want to see, like, if you enjoy this build and you want to see more speed builds from The Sims, I usually do more like tiny micro homes, but in general, I do like super colorful homes. So if you enjoy this build, then you can also subscribe to my channel. That would help me out a lot as well and make me happy. So yeah, anyways, we are working on the on the second apartment now. So also one thing, I had to change like the order in the video, like from all the apartments, because they were like all over the place. I forgot some items in, like, I don't know, I was decorating one apartment and then I realized I haven't finished furnishing the other apartment, and it was like a back and forth all the time, and I don't know. Yeah, so this is the second apartment, but you can see that the other apartment is empty, but it is furnished. So yeah. Anyways, this one is the apartment for the janitor, and I thought this janitor here, obviously they're into the handiness skill and everything, and yeah, but they also are into sports, and they're a lot into sports. And I thought they may have studied something with sports and are just like fresh out of university, and they are maybe like not as good as they want to be with sports. Like they're a big fan, but they probably play like football or soccer or something like that, but they're just not as good as they want to be. So that's why they live in this tiny little apartment here, and they are just playing some soccer by the side and trying to be successful with that, but mostly they are just taking care of the whole apartment here. So yeah, they also work out at the gym probably quite a lot, which is like next to their apartment. It's right across the street. Not the street, right across the hallway. So yeah, the bedroom I already fully furnished. I talked about some other stuff while I was furnishing that. Well, there's the bathroom already furnished, and we are working on the whole, kitchen / a living room. It's a very small apartment. It's the tiniest one of all of them. Yeah, it's very small. So yeah, but the sim is probably, I was thinking maybe the sim can like live here for free because they take care of the whole apartment, like the whole apartment complex in general. But I mean, that probably does not work in the Sims like that. You can't really do that, but it was just the whole thought process I had in my mind. So yeah, that sim is just like super much into sports, and yeah, they just like to do sports all the time. So therefore, they don't really spend that much time at their apartment probably. So therefore, yeah, they don't need such a big apartment, you know? So yeah, I'm just cluttering everything up a little bit. Also in total, like in general, for the whole video, I did cut out some of the whole cluttering process because the video is already like an hour long, and yeah, I don't know. That's something I was wondering. Like, do you enjoy watching those super long speed builds? Or super long? I mean, it's just 1 hour. It's not super long, but do you prefer watching those kinds of videos or like the shorter ones, which are just like 10 minutes or 15 or whatever? I was wondering about that because I have no idea. I was also thinking about maybe putting the whole video here like into 2 videos or like multiple videos or whatever. But in the end, I decided to just put everything into 1 video because I thought that just makes the most sense. I don't know. But I would be happy to get some feedback there because I do not know. I'm not sure what I would prefer. I guess for me personally, I would prefer to watch just 1 big video, but I mean, everybody's different there, so yeah. Anyways, the apartment is almost finished here. I placed a big closet here in the living room because there was not enough space in the bedroom to place a closet. So therefore, I thought the sim probably has most of the equipment or like most of the clothes and everything in that closet there. There's also a closet in the hallway, actually, like in the entry from the apartment. So yeah, just placing some stuff here and there. And I think after that, we're gonna go on to the next apartment. So, yeah, let me just finish furnishing that little hallway here. I love those letters and like the package and everything. I think that came with the mudroom kit, and that one is amazing for like hallways. It's so cute, and it fits perfectly here, I guess. So yeah, but anyways, we are gonna go on to the 3rd apartment now. Yay! Yeah, so the third apartment, this one, is for an author and her dog. So I haven't talked about that yet. So I asked over on the community tab here on YouTube, and I also asked on my Instagram account. If you don't follow, like I have an Instagram account if you want to follow me there. It's just Sunnysimsie, same like here on YouTube, and it's basically Sunnysimsie everywhere. I also do have a Twitter account where I post screenshots, or X, whatever you want to call that. And also I have a TikTok account where I also post some videos. It's just Sunnysimsie everywhere. So if you want to follow me on any of my other social medias, yeah, you can do that. There are also links to everything in my description box. So yeah. Anyways, I posted on my Instagram story, I posted a little question like if you have any ideas for what kind of Sims those whole apartments are gonna be like. And I got a lot of like suggestions from you guys, and I'm so happy about that. And I tried to include as many of them as I could. So one of them was a dog. No, not a dog, like an author with her dog. And I loved that idea. It was such a cute idea. And yeah, this apartment here is for that sim. I thought, since this apartment is actually not like the entrance door is not connected to the main building, you have to go outside and walk through this little area in front, and then you can go into the area, like into the apartment. I thought it's nice that they have like their separate entrance with a dog. I don't know why, but it just made sense in my head. So yeah, this apartment is for that sim. So yeah, I think the toddler somebody also suggested to build an apartment for young parents and a toddler. I did place it in another apartment though than the one they suggested, because it just made like it didn't work out the way I wanted to. But yeah. Anyways, I tried to make this apartment here. I tried to make it as cozy as possible. That was basically my main thought process here. I also placed down a lot of books everywhere because, well, they are an author, and I thought they probably also love to read books all the time. So therefore, I just placed them everywhere. So yeah, and I think this is the apartment I would, like 100%, I would move in here right away. This is my most favorite apartment, I think, of all of them. I mean, I really like how the other ones look as well, but this one is just super cozy, and all the fairy lights everywhere. I'm just obsessed with it. So I hope you will like this one as well. Yeah, I'm using the curtains which came with the for rent pack, and I use them so rarely, honestly. I don't use them quite often, like almost never. So I was super happy that I was like, yes, they fit perfectly from the whole like color scheme and everything. So yeah. So that's what I did here. I decorated everything and tried to make it as cozy as possible, as I said. And here we are working on the office area. So yeah, I thought, since she's an author, she will need an office to work on her books, probably. I mean, not necessary, but I also gave them a laptop because I thought, well, that just makes more sense, so that they can like take the laptop with them and work at a cafe or at some other place, who knows. So yeah, there's also some bookcases here in that little room, and like all the pictures that are placed on the wall. I mean, like one of those, like I thought it's like a magazine thing where she was featured probably, and yeah, so I thought it's a nice accomplishment from her, and so therefore she framed it and put it on the wall. I thought that's a nice idea. And yeah, also placing some more books everywhere, and I thought those like, I don't know, how's that item called that I'm placing there? I'm not quite sure. But like, I thought there are like some files in there from all her books, and maybe she's just keeping all the notes there and everything. And yeah, I also placed down this little post-it here because I thought, well, while writing, she maybe makes some notes and everything like by hand. So yeah, I'm also adding some postcards here on the wall because they look cute. And yeah, I also gave them this old typewriter there. I just thought it's like an old antique thing, and they kind of, yeah, they kind of use it as a like decorational piece. Adding another pet bed here. There are 2 pet beds in the whole apartment, but I thought maybe the pet, like the dog, also wants to hang out with her while she's writing books. So yeah. But obviously you can also totally have a cat living in this apartment, I think. There's not a litter box though, however. Like you would have to fix some things here and there, but you can also just have like no dog at all living here, like whatever you prefer. So yeah, this is the bathroom, and I love this bathroom. It's so colorful. Like I said, this is the apartment I would move in straight away, I guess. So yeah. Anyways, now we are working on the 4th apartment. So we are moving to the 2nd floor now. So this is not downstairs anymore. We are at the next level. And this one is for a family of 4. So there are 2 parents and 2 teenage kids as well. And I had so much fun decorating those teenage bedrooms. I think those bedrooms are my most favorite ones. Yeah, so this apartment I actually built like twice because the first apartment I built here, it was just like super clean and everything. but I hated it so much. I was like not happy at all with how it turned out. Everything was looking, I don't know, I didn't like it. So therefore I just decided to like remove all the items again and rebuild it. Yeah, so therefore, oops. Anyways, so the whole apartment here is very much on the brown and red and black side. Those are like the main colors I used here in this apartment. Yeah, I just like how they all came together. I love the whole, I don't know, I really like this apartment. It looks super cozy as well. So yeah, they do have another balcony here as well. So this apartment is like on top of the one from the toddler and the, like the family with the, like the young parents with their toddler, yeah. So this apartment is on top of that one, and they have a big balcony there to the side, and also they actually have a pool here. So this is the apartment that has access to the pool, and the apartment next to this one also has access to the pool. So there are like 2 doors leading to the pool area, and the apartment next to it is actually for a grandma. So I thought the Sims who live here, yeah, their grandma is like living next to the, or like the mom or dad from one of those, from one of the parents. In my head it was a grandma, but obviously you can also put a grandpa in that apartment. So yeah, yeah, I thought one of those, yeah, I thought she was just living next door, and yeah, I thought that's a nice idea, and she doesn't have to go through the whole apartment hallways and everything, the building hallways, you know, so they can just like go through the little pool balcony. And yeah, I thought that's a fun idea. Somebody suggested that, and I was like, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. That's so clever. Also because I realized one thing after I finished building this whole apartment. In my head it was like, yep, you can do eight rental units per lot. That was the thing I had in my head. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that, but you can actually only have 6 rental units on one lot, which is totally fine. Like, I mean, that also makes sense. I mean, if you have like thousands of units on one lot, your computer will probably explode. So therefore, that makes sense. But yeah, so, well, since I built 7 apartments, while I was playtesting everything and I was like finished, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna upload it now and save it and everything. Well, I realized, oh, wait a minute. I made a little mistake here. So therefore, I'm just gonna upload it that those 2 apartments here on that floor are just like one big apartment because, well, it's, yeah. But you can just change that to your liking, however you want. You can also like use this whole apartment, like the whole building, the penthouse, as just, you can also use it as a penthouse, you know? You can delete all the items on the interior and all the walls and everything and just like turn it into your own liking. That's also absolutely fine. You can change everything you want. Yeah, and just honestly, I'm super proud of this build. I'm so happy how it turned out, and also that I like stick through it and furnished everything and edited the whole video. Honestly, it was like 20 hours of footage, and like when I sped it up, it was still like 5 hours. And I was like, oh my God, that's gonna take ages to edit. But I managed to cut it down to 1 hour, and you can still see all the things, basically. So I'm actually quite proud that I managed all of that. So yay! Yeah, so the parents' bedroom is already finished, and the bathroom I also decorated already. I really like the bathroom as well. It's still like the whole red and black and brown color scheme going on there. So there are actually 2 bathrooms in this apartment. There is one at the entrance, and there is also another one here. And I thought this bathroom here is like more used from both of the teenagers, and the other one is for the parents. So yeah, so here we are decorating bedroom number 2. So this one is for a teenager, and yeah, I thought the teenager here is very much into music, and especially into like K-pop music, because I try to use as many of those, like, I don't know, is it like anime? I don't know, like those, we have some items in the game that do look like that, you know, like, I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, so I tried to give all of those like prints, you know. So yeah, I like how that room turned out. I gave them a keyboard and everything, and yeah, so that was teenage bedroom number 1, and now we are working on the second bedroom for the other teenager. And this must be my most favorite room in the whole building here, I think. It's for a gamer boy. It's also a teenager, or you can also obviously just have a girl living here, or like they, like, doesn't matter at all. I just thought in my head it's like a boy who lives here and games all day. And yeah, I love how this building, like, I love this room here so much. I think that's the room where I personally would probably end up living. So, I mean, the bed is a little bit small, but other than that, it's perfect. Yeah, so I gave them a full setup, like the whole computer thing, and there is also a TV here with a gaming console so that they can also play on the TV. Is it possible for Sims to actually use the consoles, like to play on the play video games on the TV while lying in bed? I mean, it should be possible, right? But now that I'm thinking of it, I'm not entirely sure. But I mean, you can watch TV while laying in bed, so probably that also works. Well, yeah, I'm using those posters that came with the high school years pack. I love those posters so much. I use them like in every building, like in every single apartment. So yeah, well, but I love them so much, so I had to use them. Anyways, we are working on the balcony now, and I decided to give them a hot top because why not? I mean, it was just perfectly looking here and screaming hot top to me somehow. I don't know. So yeah, there's also a barbecue. The barbecue that I'm using is from the Desert Looks kit, and also using all those super cute looking couches, like the love seat and the armchairs, and those. Yeah, those ones are from the high school years pack as well, and they have like little fairy lights on them, and they're just so cute and adorable. So I love how they look. And yeah, so I use them, and the table that I'm using here is from the backyard stuff pack, and it was just like the perfect color. Like the little runner on the table is just the exact same color like the rug. The rug is from Horse Ranch, like the red one. The other rug is from the Laundry Day pack. And yeah, I just love how that turned out. Here I'm just changing out the hot top to a different one because I thought color-wise it just makes more sense. And now we are working on the next apartment. So I'm just gonna take a sip of my coffee again because I don't want it to get cold, and then I will be right back. Okay, so hi, I'm back. No, I'm Lisa, hi. Well, okay, just kidding. Okay, anyways, we are decorating the grandma's room here now, the grandma's apartment. So it's also not one of the biggest apartment here on the lot, but it still has a whole like kitchen and living room area. There's a decent sized bedroom and quite a big bathroom as well. So everything that your sim needs. And I also thought that the sim here, probably she's having a cat. I don't know why, but it just, she reminded me of a cat lady, so I added all the items that you might need for a cat, but also I was thinking the cat is probably more like a free roaming cat who can also leave the apartment, because if not, that apartment is quite small and I do not want to like have a cat living in that tiny space. That just doesn't feel right. But also I thought the cat is like very secure and not like, I don't know, do cats like swim in those kinds of like pools outside? Because, you know, there's a pool outside here, but I'm not sure, like, I don't know. It's The Sims, it doesn't have to make sense all the time, right? Yeah, and I absolutely adore the color scheme I went with for the whole apartment. It's like blue and pink, basically. That's the color scheme I went with. And yeah, the kitchen that I'm using is from the Country Kitchen kit, and I used a lot of items from that kit as well. It's just so cute. I don't know, I love the color scheme here. The wallpaper is from Parenthood, and I was like thinking about it for quite a while. I was like, is this the right color? Is this perfect? And then I was thinking, yes, I actually really do like how that looks. So yeah, that's the one I'm gonna end up with. The sofa is from the Lovestruck expansion pack. What am I saying? Nope, it's from Adventure Awaits. It's from Adventure Awaits, yes. And I really like the whole pattern on that, like the checkered pillows and everything. It's perfect for a grandma, in my opinion. And I also thought the grandma here is very much into, oops, I was just saving the game there. Very important, guys, save your game. If you're playing The Sims right now, save it, please. Anyways, I just thought the grandma here who lives here is also very much into knitting. So I try to include in like all the different apartments, I try to include some knitted stuff as well, because I thought the grandma here, she's like super nice and she's like very, I don't know, very welcoming and everything. And whenever somebody new moves in, she always knits them a tiny little plushie. And that's such a cute idea. I thought, I was like, yep, that's it. She's gonna knit plushies for everyone. So I think the octopus is the one I placed down in most of the apartments. So yeah, I just thought it's like a nice little detail from the grandma here. And yeah, actually myself, I'm not into knitting, but I'm very much into crocheting. So I do crochet all the time as well. I do have like 3 crochet projects at the time. I'm crocheting like 3 heads. So I'm just not I'm just not one person who just like finish a project, you know. I start like 5 projects at a time. But I also did crochet a lot of octopus, and that is I love to crochet like little plushies and everything. So yeah. Anyways, this is the bedroom now. So there's just a single bed, but I think you should also make it work that there's like a double bed in this room here. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure how to arrange everything here. I changed my mind a couple of times as well. Again, it was just a mess. But I try to cut it again, like in a way that it makes sense. I'm using the bed which came with the horse wrench pack. And I also included some pet-related items here, like the scratching tree for the cat. And also there is a pet bed and all those things, so that the cat is also very happy here. Yeah, as you can see, it's right next to the pool area. We're gonna decorate the pool area after this apartment here. Like I already said, it's a little bit back and forth here and there. I had to change the order of me building stuff just so that it made more sense. Oh, it's actually not already decorated. What am I saying? Nope. Yeah, but we will decorate it after this build here. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, the bedroom here is also like almost finished now. And after that, we're gonna go to the bathroom, which I also really like. I'm actually quite impressed. I managed to make all the bathrooms look different to each other. So usually I feel like my bathrooms all look the same, but I'm very happy that I managed to change that up a little bit. I'm using this shower tub combo. I think it's a base game one, if I'm not mistaken. I think so, at least. It's just a shower tub combo that screams grandma to me, so I had to use it. Yeah, I'm giving them a nice sink with a mirror and also just some items like the storage things. Those are from Parenthood, I believe. And there's a litter box as well. I used this one because it's the smallest one and the other one didn't fit here, like size-wise. So therefore I used this one. But if you end up like living in this apartment, I'm pretty sure you can just change up some things and make it work that there's another litter box. Maybe even the automatic one. I think that one is probably the most useful while playing the game, so that your sim doesn't have to clean the litter box all the time. But I mean, I heard that in real life those automatic litter boxes are actually quite dangerous for the cat. So I'm not sure if that's true, but that's what I heard at least. So yeah, I'm just cluttering up the whole sink area a little bit more. I gave them those fake teeth things, you know, because it's a grandma living here and it just made sense in my head. But I think, yeah, we are finished with that apartment and we are working on the next apartment now. So please just ignore all the furniture in the other apartment here now, because this, I'm gonna delete that, so don't worry about it. It's not gonna stay there. So yeah, we are decorating the pool area now, and I loved those little lights that I used. I think they came with the Seasons expansion pack, and yeah, just adding a couple of details here and there. There are some lounge chairs. I mean, there's not really any sun getting there because there's a ceiling above and everything, but I thought it's just still a very nice little detail. So yeah, there's also like yeah, I really wanted to give them a whole pool like in this whole apartment complex, but I did not place it on the downstairs floor because I thought, well, that doesn't make any sense because there are apartments underneath it and also windows and everything. So I placed it on the second floor or first floor, or, that's something that I always get confused by. It's just so... I'm not a native speaker, as you probably already noticed. I'm German, hi. That's why I have an accent. Yeah. Anyways, okay, let's just talk about the next apartment. So this one is, as you maybe already can see, it's for a sim who is very much into bowling. So I thought they are probably like a professional bowling champion or whatever, and that's what they do for a living. I don't know if you actually can make money out of that skill. I mean, maybe they're giving like classes and everything. That's probably something how they can make money. Or they have their own bowling alley or something like that. I don't know, but I realized I never really used like most of the items from the bowling stuff pack I never use. And while building this, I was like, okay, I really have to build a bowling alley at one point because that's gonna be fun, I think. We got so many nice items actually with that pack, but it's only like suitable for like bowling alleys, I feel like. But yeah, so this rug that I used here basically inspired the whole apartment. So the rug is obviously from the bowling stuff pack, and yeah, it has like this green and also purple bowling balls, and therefore I thought, hey, let's just make the whole apartment in that exact color scheme. So the whole apartment is very much purple and green, but I don't know, I really like how that turned out. It's super fun. It's something totally different, I guess. I mean, I do build like colored apartments sometimes from now and then, but this one is, actually, I do that for my reels mostly, like for shorts and TikToks and reels and everything, like the little short videos, but like the color themed apartments. But here I was just thinking that I don't know, that's kind of nice. I love this color scheme and everything. And yeah, so I'm using a bunch of items from that stuff pack, the bowling stuff pack. I'm not even sure how it works, how it looks like. Looks like how it's called. My brain is starting to get a little bit, I've been talking for such a long time, so I'm not used to that, but it's okay. I feel like I'm getting better at those voiceovers. Like I took a long break from doing voiceovers, like a couple of years. Not a full-on break, I did upload a couple of videos, but now these days I'm just like, I don't know, I'm hyper-fixated on The Sims currently, and I'm just building all day, and yeah. So therefore I thought, like, let's upload videos again, because that's actually something I really enjoy. So I hope you enjoy that as well, like my little speed builds, or not so little, because this speed build is not little. But yeah. So I'm just decorating the bedroom now as well, using again a bunch of stuff from that stuff pack, like the little the pictures on the wall, like from the bowling pins and everything. I also placed those bowling pins like everywhere around the whole apartment, like scattered everywhere, because I was just thinking maybe they are just, I don't know, little trophies, or like little, like, I don't know, maybe they like remember some, how do you say that? Like they are, like they have some memories with all the different bowling pins, So I just scattered them all over the whole apartment. And they're also like the little bowling ball shelves and everything. And yeah, I really like how that turned out. I don't know. I love the color scheme here. And also I'm very happy about the whole bathroom situation here, actually. So yeah, so the bathroom here is also quite colorful. Yeah, so just decorating everything a little bit more, still going on with that color scheme. Yeah, this is the 6th apartment, I think, already. After that, we just have one apartment left. Oh my god, haha! What was that noise? I'm almost finished with the whole voiceover. Nice, let's go. And my coffee is already empty and not cold, so I managed to go through the whole voiceover without letting my coffee go cold. Let's go. So yeah, anyways, we are just I'm adding this mirror from Get Famous here again. The one I also use downstairs in the gym. So just adding some more neon lights here, because they look super cute and I do not use them often enough, I feel like. So yeah, and I think now we are going on. Oh yeah, that planner there from Parenthood. I thought that's a planner where they just write down all of their like bowling championships, like all the tournaments and everything. So yeah. Anyways, we are furnishing the last apartment now, and that apartment is for, at least in my head, I thought it's for 2 students who live here together. They share the apartment, and yeah, so there's just a kitchen here with a dining table, and then there is the balcony, and there's a long hallway, a bathroom, and 2 bedrooms. So there's not really a living space here, but I feel like when you have like shared rooms, not rooms, but shared apartments, it's quite common that you actually don't really have a living space that you share, because usually you just spend most of the time in your own room as well anyway. So yeah. So one of the Sims in this apartment is very much into cats. So I got a comment as well from somebody suggesting that I should build an apartment for a crazy cat sim, and I love that idea. So one of the rooms is just full on everything going on with cats. So I placed so many cat related items there. And I also thought that the sim is probably like into they studying vet, like they studying to become a vet. How do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what they are studying, and I thought that was such a cute thing. I don't know. And the other sim who lives in this apartment is very much into plants and also into movies. So they have a big TV in their room and also a bunch of plants. And I thought those 2 sims, they're probably also like, I don't know, but I feel like they are fighting a lot, because one of the plant sim, they don't really like cats that much. And I thought the cat sim doesn't really like plants that much. I mean, one point, like, who doesn't like plants? Plants are amazing. I love plants. But I thought the cat sim, like the sim who is obsessed with cats, yeah, doesn't like plants that much, because they can be toxic for cats actually. So therefore I feel like they are fighting a lot about the whole plant situation. Also like the plants which are located on the balcony, they are like always fighting about it, and the cat sim is like, oh, can you take away your plants, because my cat is gonna get sick if they eat them and everything. And you know, I thought they're just having a little they're fighting a lot about it. So that was just the picture I had in my head, at least. So yeah. Anyways, we are decorating the first bedroom now. So like I mentioned, it's very much out there with cat themed. I'm also using this bed, which is, I believe it's from Cats and Dogs, and not the My First Pet Stuff pack, I believe. But I do use some items from the My First Pet Stuff pack anyways. So, but I think the bed is from Cats and Dogs actually. And I never use it because it's so special, I guess. But yeah, it has this little cat bed sheet, and I really wanted to use that because it just makes sense, I guess. Yeah, there are also a bunch of scratching trees in here, and also a pet bed. I was thinking the sim probably has multiple cats. Cats. My brain is starting to like, well, okay. Anyways, yeah. But I tried to add as many cat-related items as I could, as I already mentioned. So yeah, I also really enjoyed the whole color scheme for that apartment, or like for this whole room here as well. It's very much on the blue and yellow side, and I also really like those pictures on the wall. I placed this picture frame, or like the wall picture here that came with the fitness stuff pack. And then I just moved the posters that came, I think, with Cats and Dogs. I just moved them a little bit with the tool mod so that they would like fit the picture frame, just to make it look like they're actually framed and they are not just normal posters, you know, because sometimes it looks nicer when you have actually a picture frame for the poster. But well, I already did that in a couple of other apartments here as well. So yeah, and now we are furnishing the last bedroom for the whole building as well. Let's go. So I thought the sim is also very much into movies, so I placed down some movie posters here and there. Maybe they want to be like an actor someday, but for now they're probably more like studying. I think maybe they also study something like to become an actor, or whatever. But yeah, they're also very much into plants, as I already mentioned. So I placed down a couple of plants everywhere. So yeah, just placing down this lava lamp from Strangerville. I love how that one turned out. Like, how that one turned out. Nope. I just love the look of lava lamps. Sadly, I used to have a lava lamp, but sadly that one broke while I was moving. I don't know, it doesn't work anymore, and I'm devastated by that. No, I'm not devastated, but I would love to have a new one day, so I might get one soon. So yeah, I need to do that. Anyways, so just cluttering up that room a tiny little bit more, and I think after that we are actually almost like, okay, there's still a hallway. It's a very long hallway also, but when I'm like thinking about it, in Germany, we do have those very long hallways quite often. So I was thinking it's totally fine if they have a long hallway. It just makes more sense for apartments because it's just, I don't know, that's the way they look in Germany, at least most of the times. But yeah. Anyways, okay, so I think I can already start wrapping up this voiceover a little bit. There are going to be a bunch of screenshots at the end. So there's a floor plan, a screenshot right at the end. And there's also, I'm going to upload more detailed screenshots from the like floor plan with all like more description and everything, I guess. I'm gonna upload them to my Instagram account. So I do upload quite a lot of screenshots and everything on Instagram as well. If you're interested in that, you can always follow me there. I also post some stuff in my stories. There are sometimes giveaways for Sims packs which are coming out, and yeah, you can follow me there if you want to. It's just Sunnysimsie. It's the same like here. It's the same everywhere. So yeah. Oh my god, we did it. The video is over. Let's go. Yeah, I hope you will enjoy those screenshots now, where you can see all the little details and also some screenshots of the hallways. Yes. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. That would help me out a lot. And you can also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more builds like this. And also you can download the build from the gallery. My ID is SunnySimsieYT. I will put a link to the build in the description box. And I will also put a link to the tray files on my Patreon in the description box. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you do. And yeah, I hope you had an amazing day so far, and also gonna have an amazing rest of your day and rest of your week or whatever, whatever time you're watching this. And yeah, so I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye!